Hello my YouTubers out there, Daniel for this fourth video. And if you're a Disney cartoon fans, I have something I have here for you. The first volume of the Walt Disney Home Videos A Limited to Gold Edition series, starting with Mickey Mouse in one of his timeless cartoons, which was ever made throughout from the late 20s up into the 1950s. Walt Disney does his own voice of Mickey Mouse. On this tape we have one of his memorable Mickey Mouse cartoons. It included Steamboat Willie, Mickey's screen debut in 1928. And did you know Steamboat Willie nowadays is a public domain? The original version of Steamboat Willie. I don't know why, but still remains a best Disney Mickey Mouse classic short was ever made. It comes with Mickey's Grand Opera, The Worm Turn, Mickey's Parrot, Mr. Mouse Takes a Trip, Symphony Hour, and finally The Simple Thing, that was made in 1953. Then Mickey Mouse returned to the screen later in 1983's Mickey's Christmas Carol. This is the mid-1984 release by Walt Disney Home Video and Walt Disney Productions. This first collection only had the first 7 tapes. Like this one, Donald Duck, Daisy, Minnie Mouse, The Silly Symphonies, Pluto, and The Best of Disney Fabulous 50s. The second collection came out in 1985. And I'll show you what the tape looks like exactly. Here's the tape itself. This is not a rental. This tape was printed on August 27th, 1984. And here's something, there's a little bit of bonus. That's why these tapes are just limited to the Gold Edition series. To collect all 7 never-before-released volumes of Disney's Incapable, yep. On 7 betas and 7 VHSs for $29.95. Yeah. Hold on a second, and also for the Limited of the Gold Edition series, it starts on every cassette it has, all started by the mouse. They show footages with some classic Mickey Mouse cartoons, there's footages of the Silly Symphonies, and footages with some Walt's animated movies from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, through Cinderella, to Peter Pan, through Robin Hood, and many more. And like all started by the mouse, taken from the footage of the Featurette short entitled Once Upon a Mouse in 1981. And it goes right into the program of their cartoon shorts on every cassette. The second series didn't have that. Without further ado, here's the first volume of the Walt Disney's Limited to Gold Edition volume with some classic Mickey Mouse cartoons, and enjoy the show. Thank you. Volume here.
And that's where we begin our Disney story, with the first original Mickey Mouse. Mickey's story really begins in 1925 in this tiny garage in Hollywood where Walt Disney created Mickey's ancestors, the nameless little mice that first appeared in his Alice cartoons. In this old film, a very young Walt Disney greets little Alice, who says, "I would like to watch you draw some funnies." Walt invites her to see his latest cartoon, which features, surprisingly enough, a room full of animated mice. 3 years later, Walt is desperately trying to come up with a new cartoon character. Here's Walt's own story of how it happened.
I was in New York at the time. I'd been producing a series of pictures for a company there. They were about a rabbit called Oswald. But I lost that. They took it away from me, so I was all alone and had nothing. And Mrs. Disney and I were coming back from New York on the train, and I had to have something. I said, by the time we get to Hollywood, I must have something to, I can't tell them I've lost Oswald. So I had this mouse in the back of my head, because a mouse is a sort of a sympathetic character, in spite of the fact that everybody's frightened of a mouse, including myself.
So Mickey Mouse was born, but he was not an overnight success. Then in 1928, the introduction of sound changed everything. Now Mickey could have a full orchestra behind him when he made the first synchronized sound cartoon, Steamboat Willie. The recording musicians followed this crude beat pattern projected on the studio wall. Well, Steamboat Willie was a sensation. Mickey and his boss became front-page news. Mickey Mouse speaks. The whole world applauded when Mickey finally decided to say a few well-chosen words.
Play. Yes, ma'am.
Mickey Mouse had now arrived. His great moment came in 1932, when all of Hollywood turned out to present Mickey with his first Academy Award. Here's Mickey and Minnie now, followed by Pluto, Horace Horsecollar, and Clarabelle Cow. What a thrill for a little mouse to be congratulated by the biggest stars in Hollywood. Mickey was only 4 years old, the youngest star ever to receive an Oscar. His youthful bosses, Walt and his brother Roy, pose with their new protege. That garage where Mickey got his big break into show business is a long way from the Disney studio of today.
I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse.